What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Leave It to the Judges MMA show. I'm with the boys, Nick and Xavier. The boys are back from their vacation, so we're back on the grind, guys. And what? There's no better card to come back to than a Bilal Muhammad fight night main event in the Apex versus Gabriel Bonfim at welterweight. All jokes aside, this is a pretty good fight. A lot of implications, especially for Bonfim here. What are your guys' thoughts going into this one?
I thought that they really put together a solid little Apex card here. They have historically, especially if they're in the Apex and they have a fighter like with the name of Bilal, like a fighter of that caliber. I've seen them literally like put one decent fight as a main event and then completely just shit out the rest of the card using AI slop. You know what I mean? Like just bullshit regional fighters, all type of shit. So I am like pretty impressed with like the name value on this card, like through and through. Um, as far as the main event goes, I'm pretty excited for this one. I'm definitely been a fan of the Bonfim brothers, and obviously Gabriel's the better Bonfim, the one that always had real potential. And I think that he has recognized something since his untimely demise against Nicholas Dalby a couple years ago, where he fucking whooped his ass for a round and then like gassed out and fucked around and found out that you cannot just steamroll everybody, you know? I think since then he's fought with a lot more like patience and he hasn't had the cardio issues that he had in that fight. And I think largely because of like the way he like just fights a lot more measured now. He's maturing as a fighter. He's coming off that impressive win over Randy Brown. And he's streaking right now. I think this is like a big test for him, a huge jump up in competition. And then for Bilal, it's like, classic story of aging veteran who's the UFC is kind of, you get to that point where the UFC has to put you up against the young lions and see if you still got it. And I do think that honestly, a prime version of Bilal would win this fight. Um, but is he in his prime anymore? I don't think so. I thought that he looked kind of shit in his last fucking fight against Ian Gary. And he definitely like he looked pretty good in the JDM fight, but he fought with like no wrestling and like piss poor IQ. So it's like he's coming off two fights where I'm not very impressed with him. And I do think that even though Bonfim is a significant step down in competition from those guys, like he is only older, he has only taken more damage, and Bonfim is kind of having like the aura of a rise right now. You know, he's an ascending fighter. So there is a chance that he might be 10% better in there every time we see him. Whereas with Bilal, I feel like he's kind of peaked out. Um, with that being said, I'm going to, with my heart, pick Bonfim just because I think that like I'm a fan and I really think that for the sport, it would be nice if we had some new contenders at the top of welterweight. Um, I do like my head is telling me like if Bilal like there's an easy path for Bilal, I think, because I do think that Gabriel Bonfim can be outworked. To me, he so far seemingly has one of those explosive builds that kind of like I don't think cardio is ever going to be his best friend. You know what I mean? I think he has one of those like more Conor McGregory like explosivity type builds, where you have to just kind of if you're built like that, you have power, you have like athleticism. You kind of have to like learn how to pace yourself a lot of the time. So I think his best path is not to get into a sprint with Bilal, but just to be more technical, like piece him up on the feet, and then like hopefully like just land something big and like you know, hurt him because he's old, I do think that if Bilal can like set a high work rate early and kind of wrestle and get some of like the lactic acid built up in Bonfim's arms, you know what I mean? Make him not as explosive, not as dangerous. I could see him just kind of like grinding him out to a not boring decision, but like a grapple heavy, control based, like huffing and puffing ass fight. You know what I mean? Not the most entertaining for us, the fans. So. I'm gonna predict that Bonfim can at least catch him with enough shit to like have the bigger moments and kind of win the fight off that. But I do think that Bilal is very live to win, obviously, and he's like he should be the favorite.
Yeah, I looked it up. Bilal's a solid minus 120 for this fight. His bomb team is a slight dog at plus 105. To
Mhm.
be honest, I have struggled with this one. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a very tricky one to pick because in a lot of ways I could see the wrestling canceling out in this fight. Like Himbers Burns. I can't recall who else exactly, but I do. Oh, him versus Brady. That's what I was thinking of.
Mm.
So my worry in that scenario is I have not seen Bonfim enough on the feet to really know what I'm dealing with. It doesn't look bad, but it's just kind of like,
Against who type shit, really.
yeah, and he's just not like, there's nothing like crazy he does. Like he's just setting up for the takedown. I don't recall him striking with someone for a long time in one of his fights. Usually he will just wrestle. That is his game. And against Bilal, I'm just not sure. Maybe he's young. And look, I do think it all rests on Bilal aging, 38. I hope he loses, to be honest. I am rooting for Bonfim in this. Um, but I don't know. It kind of feels like it's just one of those weird. And Bonfim, like his only loss, he kind of gassed out from a lot of activity, as you were saying, though, X. I do think we need to be measured here in this fight, especially if we're on the feet the whole time. I really think like that could be where this is going. My gut is reluctantly telling me to go Bilal here, because I don't. Thinking of the Gary fight, I didn't think he fought for 27 or sorry, 37 or 38, whatever age he was. I did not feel like he fought horribly in the loss. And the JDM fight was like close, so like I mean, well, we saw Prada's piece up, didn't we? JDM, didn't we, Ed? We just saw him get pieced up, so we don't know how good that fight was. It feels like it was just the wrong two people at the wrong time. It could have been Shavkat, but we had to deal with these two first. But anyways, I'm leaning below. I don't want to be honest, but I think he'll be on the feet the whole time, and at least we've seen Bilal strike for five in some facet, but I also don't trust Bonfim's gas tank 100% here, to be honest.
That's like my biggest concern here. Is just him gassing out and the experience of Bilal making him get his ass whooped in the late rounds at least.
Yeah, it is a really close fight. I think Bilal does deserve to get the nod as the slight favorite. I'm gonna go with Bonfim here by knockout. Kind of what you said, Nick. Like how the wrestling will cancel out, and like you're kind of worried it will be on the feet the whole time. I know it was just one fight, but like that Randy Brown knockout was nasty, and I think Bonfim is really on the rise here. And Bilal, I feel like it's an aging overnight thing. Like he didn't look terrible in the Gary fight, but he didn't look inspiring at all. It just like he never really went for it. And I didn't like it. And I feel like Bonfim, he's really violent. I don't know what it is, and I think he'll just outpace Bilal early and just land shots that'll like crumble him. So I'm gonna go with Bonfim here by like round two TKO.
I would love it. I would also say, though, I do kind of want Bonfim to, you know, like kind of work his way up more. I don't know if he's ready up there right now if he were to be Bilal. Like that
Yeah,
would seem like
my
I would have to see how it went because the only time I've seen him like look vulnerable is because of gas tank issues. So if he actually got through like let's say this fight like if he goes out there and knocks Bilal out in round two, I'm not gonna feel as like secure as if he were to win like a 5 round decision and like actually show me like at least four and a half, 4 good rounds of cardio, you know? Where I'm like, okay, I can better picture how he would do against these other guys, where it's like because I think if he's gassed out, like all of these other guys, like Bilal may not finish you, but like these other guys will. A Protez will. Like, you know what I mean? If you're gassed the fuck out and like round three and it's a 5 rounder, like you're fucked.
yeah, but this fight, I don't know something about Bilal, man. His last performance, he just am I tripping, guys? My prediction is
oh,
definitely based off both of their last performances.
this to me is a coin flip.
Okay,
Pure coin.
My prediction is off of, it's maybe like
I want
50% fandom and like 50% like you said, like the like recency bias and like the projection of like I do expect Bilal to only get worse, and I do expect Bonfim to get better at this phase of their careers, you know? Like I am expecting to see the best Bonfim and also probably one of the worst Bilals at the same time, you know? And I think that together, if it comes to fruition and Bilal doesn't just turn back the clock, like I do think that will get Bonfim the nod here.
and
Because
Bonfim's a
it
big
does
fuck.
seem like this once like legendary cardio of Bilal has kind of he's been huffing and puffing in the last couple fights. I'm not gonna lie. Like he's been huffing and puffing. Like there was a time where I felt like he had like, that infinite type cardio, that Marab, like not the same as Marab, but like a welterweight version of that cardio, and now I don't feel the same anymore. He tires out like everybody else. And like if he's tired and Bonfim tired, he's still 37, 38.
he wasn't even close into the same realm as fucking Marab ever in the cardio. He had okay cardio, but outside of the like, I don't recall him pushing a heavy fight ever. Outside,
He was whooping Leon's ass. Like he was like
outside
taking
of
him down, whooping him on the feet.
He definitely had great cardio, Clark. I
Like
mean,
he had, yeah, I'm saying like for a welterweight, like that's crazy. Like he will out cardio the fuck out of like
like
Connor.
that was his main weapon. It was his
Yeah,
cardio.
it just pacing cardio, like, and he would shamelessly just like outwork people, which is why everyone hates him. He only recently started to strike, which is what got him beat by JDM. Like that's the problem. That's
And
why we
we,
pass.
Protest smokes cigarettes and has more cardio from what I've seen.
okay, that's just not true. But okay, let's
That's
just
not true.
not true. But hey, a win here for Bonfim, guys, puts him like right in there in that top 5, 6 with Morales, Prates, Gary, all those guys. So I think that's what the UFC wants here.
But look, I'm rooting for it all day. Like fuck Bilal. Like go mom team. Let's get it. I my gut is telling me Bilal's gonna win, but I'm gonna bet on mom team. I don't give a fuck. He's
I
the
would love to see Ian Gary versus Bonfim if he can get past this test. Like, not
It's a
like
bet.
immediately because I'm pretty sure like Ian Gary is getting this title shot. But I'm saying like just matchup wise, stylistically, I just think it would be a good matchup because Ian Gary has been a traditionally good grappler and like Bonfim filthy on the ground. He is like so I don't know how that like I would just be interested to see them like grapple around.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, let's move to this co-main event. Very weird one here. We got number 4, Brendan Allen versus Edmund Shabazian, who's unranked right now. According to the UFC, Allen's only a minus 225 favorite. I don't know if that's correct, but I thought he'd be a much bigger favorite. Shabazian is coming off, he is on a 3 fight winning streak, which is pretty impressive, but Allen just seems to be beating the better guys right now. He just demolished RDR. He is ranked 4. What are your guys' thoughts on this one? And why is this fight happening?
The Bosnian is on a fucking can crushing tour. That's what I'm saying. Like every time they give him anyone that has a takedown in the arsenal, he's fucked. Like it's and like for Brendan Allen, like what would I say is his biggest strength, bro? Nothing if not just being kind of a grinder, bro. he's more known for his cardio to me and just like being tough in there, like you know what I mean, like gritting through, like he can take a bit of an ass whooping and like not just quit on himself in there, and it has like won him a lot of close fights, like even the Chris Curtis fight, which was close as fuck, like he just barely got the nod in the split decision, like on some hanging around for 5 round shit, and like against a fighter that like historically struggles when he's getting just grinded out and can't just like strike and keep it pretty. Like I just don't know why he's like this much of a why he's this close in the odds. Like even though Brendan Allen is rightfully a favorite, I think he should be at least like a minus 350, almost pushing minus 400 favorite against Edmund Shabazian. And like if Edmund Shabazian finally fucking puts it all together, like I would love nothing more. Like no disrespect, but like if you want to pack Brendan Allen up, I'm not gonna stop you. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, I'd love to see it.
I have no qualms about that, but I just don't get this booking. Like, what has Edmund Shabazian do besides Little Ronda's clear to deserve the number 4 fighter at middleweight? Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh,
Uh, I totally agree. This is a joke of a fight. It just shows the UFC's faith in Brendan Allen. They can't even give him a top five guy.
a
They
top 15 guy.
anybody, like I bet he asked for the DDP fight, but they were scared he was just gonna destroy him, and so they had to book this one. I heard there's like some beef or something on this that Arnold or that Brendan Allen started. I believe he was talking about on the Jackson podcast. He went there for like a week to train. As we all know, if Hamzan got his ass whooped, that's probably why he gave up. He asked for this fight after because he felt Hamzat and then he quit. He already quit becoming champ. So he'll win this fight because Edmund Shabazian, from what I've seen in the UFC, this dude has 1 round in him, and then he will start to gas quickly. And outside of that, like the only like he's just gonna get taken down the whole fight. But also the only way I see Edmund Shavazian winning this is just a first
Knockout.
round
Knockout.
knockout. Yeah.
He is filthy with the hands. Like on the feet, he is nasty still. Like I'm not gonna discount his striking. It's just he's not well rounded, and his cardio is ass, like you said.
Yeah, and Brendan Allen like isn't I would actually say Shabazian's probably the slightly better striker.
No, he
Shot.
is. I would say he is too. Brendan
Yeah.
Allen just a gritty fuck. He's just like a grindy fuck. Like
So like I mean the odds are unwarranted. I agree. It should be like at least minus 300 just because Shabazi, like you say, he's beating a bunch of cans. Like I don't even know who he's beating right now. Like to be honest, I mean he just lost to GM3 a few fights ago, and like now he's fighting number. But this is Brendan Allen's fault for beating RDR. That was a cursed fight. Now we're getting fights like this. So Brendan Allen's gonna take him down every round, probably gas him out. I mean, he could finish. I could see him subbing him in the verse, to be honest. But I'll go second round sub, easy dubs. I think.
Yeah, my theory with this fight is it was like supposed to happen before the RDR fight, like it was booked, and then like Allen just had to fill in, and they're running it back for some reason. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Allen here. Kind of, I just like just bullying him, probably getting a sub. But man, guys, remember when Edmund Shabazian was supposed to be like the shit?
yes, dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, I remember like so sometimes I like lay awake, tossing and turning, thinking of fucking failed MMA prospects. I'm like, Super Sage Northcutt, like
Oh,
fucking, you know what I mean? Like fucking, like Patchy Mix, like just it haunts me when these guys just do not ever live up to their potential, to be honest.
sure. Okay. I mean, what does this dub do for Allen? He is ranked number 4. A win over like DDP would,
Zero.
you could get him a title shot, but what does this win do for him?
Zero. It's 0-0. Like you beat an on. Like what is his ranking right now? What is it? I'm not
4?
even looking at that shit. But what is it?
I think 4.
What the fuck? He is just fighting an unranked. th- Unless he like goes out there and just slumpy dumps him within under 15 seconds, like there is no way like this does him any good. Like right? Like there's just no way. Because I mean, I don't even get how he's a minus 200, 1800. Like, that is a steal to me, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that is a steal.
So, like, but I mean, he needs to go out there and get a finish, first off. That's the only way it helps him. I mean, they would be more interested. I'm looking down the list. Joe Piper, they'd be more interested in. Like, Fluffy. I mean, maybe him versus Fluffy next. That would make more sense.
That feels about right.
If a rematch,
Oh
That
yeah,
feels
they fought
right.
each other. I forgot.
but yeah, I feel you guys. Let's move on to this features fight here. One of the like pretty interesting lightweight up and comers, Perez Ziam taking on Tom Nolan, who's on a 4 fight winning streak of his own here. I'm pretty sure everyone on the channel is pretty high on Ziam. He has a really crazy long build. I think he's only lost once in the UFC. He's a minus 320 favorite here, guys. What do you think about this one?
Faraz is a fucking hooper, and like he quietly has like added strength to his game. Like, classic fighter who comes into the UFC, a young man and like very skilled, but like doesn't really have like the physicality to you know, like back it up almost. Um, and now like you see the beginning of his career, I'm looking at it, is decision win, decision win. Then he got fucked up by McKinney because like obviously he doesn't have the physicality to keep a round one McKinney off of him. I think he fucked McKinney up today. Like I think he will survive and like fuck McKinney up after like 2 minutes. But then it's like decision, decision, split decision, boom. Then all of a sudden it's like KO's Matt Favola, 2024, another decision. Then in his last fight, finishes Nazim Sadikov, which Sadikov's a fucking hooper. Like I picked against Ziem in that fight. I thought Sadikov had that, and he fucking finished him. So it's like clearly he's coming along with like the physicality to his game, and I mean I think that I know Tom Nolan's decent, but I do think that Ziem is the favorite for a reason here, and he should pass this test.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, X. I think overall Zion to me has just been getting better and better every fight. He looks like a good prospect in the lightweight division right now. He is a tall lightweight as well. And he's I think starting to get his man strength here coming in. How old is he? I don't even know. Let
I
me
feel like
see.
47, 48 maybe, but
18 and 4.
He's 29.
yeah.
So, I mean, starting to just get there, I think more. I think he's shown more skills over time as well. I think he's just improving every fight. And I don't think Tom Nolan is a slouch by any means, but I do feel like from what I've seen, he can get stunned. I don't think that chin is 100% out there. And I think the way ZM's been knocking people out lately, I do think he can find the finish here for sure. I'm annoyed because I drafted him though, and we're not getting a ranked fight for a point, but I actually don't understand the matchup. I don't see why they wouldn't be pushing him unless like everybody has a fight, which honestly might be possible.
Wait, I think we should fucking give him a point, I guess, because if he's ranked, then every fight he has is a ranked fight, no? Like,
I thought how we were doing it was you have to be fighting a ranked fighter.
I was like, okay, I mean that works too. Like,
It's
I
like
honestly don't remember, but I trust Clark.
because we were saying like well Gabe's there, he can confirm.
okay, yeah. So Gabe saying that in the video, I was saying the same thing I'm saying now, that like we should still give you the point because It's a rank fight. A rank fight is a rank fight. Once you get to, because the thing is like,
Of your
I feel like honestly, defending your rank is as important as getting ranked too. You know, because a part of being ranked is like having people coming for you a little bit. So like you should be rewarded for that. So I say we still give you the
I'm cool
point.
with that.
okay. Hey, that makes me more excited now. But a win, like I would be a little surprised if Z. I think he's been fighting better comp too than Tom Nolan.
He definitely has.
I would be surprised.
Ivy Golf is a fucking dog, bro. Like I'm not gonna sit here and act like he's a slouch, bro. Finishing him is very impressive to me.
I mean, I would say Frivola is a better fighter than Tom just right now. Maybe not in the future, but I think right now. So it should be a Zion. I'm going TKO like second round. I think you'll find it.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking CM here. I'll go by decision, but a pretty dominant one. Tom Nolan's pretty decent, but yeah.
Keep on chugging
Oh,
on, man.
Holy Ziam looks good here. Let's go down to bantamweight, guys. Santiago Luna takes on Bryce Mitchell here. Luna undefeated in the UFC, I believe. Bryce Mitchell, what was his last fight? Oh yeah, it was against Nurmagomedov. He's 2-2 in his last four. Always a fan favorite, great grappler. Do you guys think Luna could beat Mitchell here?
I do think he's gonna beat him. I think that obviously the path for Bryce Mitchell is, very simple. Wrestle, wrestle, wrestle. Try to find a sub, you know what I mean? Use the jujitsu. But I feel like increasingly, I've had less faith in his striking. I don't think that he, like, not by a large margin, but like this is like little shit you notice if you've been watching the game long enough. I don't think he takes a punch as well as he used to as a young man, which that's only natural. He's been in some wars. And I feel like his striking has not evolved enough to like be competitive, you know? Like he looks dominant against anyone he can like wrestle fuck essentially, but like on the feet, I think that even if like Santiago Luna, from what I've seen, he has decent wrestling, but he's like on the feet, I think he really has Bryce Mitchell outclassed here. He is like, I think what, 22, young as hell, coming in this game, undefeated, hasn't fucking lost yet. So like there's that factor of like, you know, that he's gonna believe in himself, have an aura of invincibility, and like not give up on himself if he's just getting taken down a little bit. Like I think he's gonna be like on some like I can see a world where like Bryce Mitchell maybe gets round one, a close round one, and then like Luna just like starts to piece him up on the feet, and like the takedowns just get harder and harder. They get more desperate, and by the end of it, like a close decision. But like the judges prefer to reward one undefeated fighters, two people who have like more uh momentum or like, more of the chance to be a prospect, like see the fucking Jared Gordon Paddy Pimblett fight, for example, like where if it's close enough, like they're gonna give it to the prospect type shit. We've seen like not every time, but like more often than not. And I do think that they want to like, they're always looking to build up new prospects in the Mexico market. And this kid is very impressive, and like a win over Bryce Mitchell would be huge at like 22, 23, whatever however old he is. So like I think if it's close, they give it to Luna. I'm gonna take him here to upset Bryce Mitchell. Even though like there is a chance that like if Bryce Mitchell can take him down early and hold him down, like I can see a rinse and repeat kind of like boring fight where like Bryce Mitchell kind of just dominates with his grappling and veteran savvy, but I think that Luna can do enough on the feet to like, win this fight.
It says Bryce has four losses on ESPN, then on here says three on Wikipedia.
Pretty sure he
Did
has four.
okay, he beat Saeed? Is that what
Yeah.
they're fucking up here?
They did.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really remember that fight. That doesn't shock me though. Saeed always kind of gives up after like a round and a half of doing whatever. Usually looking okay, and then all of a sudden it
Gas out merchant.
just immediately. Uh I really rate Santiago Luna though. I think he's good. He is very young, but I've seen him a little bit on the Jackson podcast, and he seems like an old 21, if that makes sense.
Yeah, mature.
Very mature and like just seems super confident right now. And I do feel like Bryce Mitchell, he has been KO'd a little bit more and more now. And I think if Santiago Luna can put him on him early and stuff that, like, if it's on the feet the whole fight, I think Luna just
Good
easily
finish. Good
though.
finishing, to be honest.
Yeah, like I don't think it's even a I think this is pure wrestling versus striking. Like, but I have seen enough for Luna where I feel like he could be okay. This is also Bryce Mitchell down at bantamweight. And I know what he did to Saeed, but like he couldn't even finish the man who probably gassed out. I don't even remember the fight, to be honest. But I probably picked Bryce because I haven't taken Saeed in so long. But Luna, I think takes this. I think he probably just knocks him out. I kind of just trust him to win this fight, so I think he knocks him out.
Yeah, I agree. And this being at bantamweight, I don't think he's lost at bantamweight, but like I still need to see more from Mitchell here. And I feel like he relied on his size a lot to bully people, and I think Luna will be able to counter that. So I'm gonna agree with you guys. I'm gonna go Luna by like maybe an early knockout. Like he just kind of catches him,
Yeah, Luna is the dog.
which is fair. Like
He should be like he's young as fuck. And we're not gonna act like Doug Nasty is a hoe out there. Like he's always been game. He doesn't quit on himself either. He's one of those guys like he can be beat the fuck up, but he will just keep trying to win the fight. We'll try to get that takedown. Like so, you better have cardio if you're fighting Bryce Mitchell because again, like damn near like what happened in the Saeed fight. Like he just, if I remember it correctly, he just kind of was doing good early and then like gassed out, and then Bryce Mitchell was able to like positionally like control him and shit, beat him up a little bit at the end. But yeah, I think that like he won't give up on himself, which like sometimes like for like young prospects who are used to like crushing cans essentially and like everyone that they're hitting like going down and you have like a wily vet who's just like hanging around in there like getting their ass whipped but like not going away. It can be an issue sometimes on the cardio. So we're gonna learn a lot about Luna here if he can pass this test, but I think he should be able to.
for sure. All right, guys, let's go to the main card opener. EU Baranuski versus Junior Tafa here. Minus 350 favorite for EO here at light heavyweight. What was Tafa's last fight? I think
He
he
got
didn't he win?
He did. It was recent.
That was really recent.
He fought some can though. I'm taking Ewo to absolutely destroy that man, very handily. I don't trust the Tafas still. I haven't seen one put a two fight win streak in the UFC yet. Like they got a couple of wins, but I mean, I'm very confident neither one has won two straight in the UFC yet. So, look, I do think if Evo keeps fighting the way he does, he's going to get caught by somebody. I just don't know if Junior Tafa would be the one. Like, I don't know. Like, and Evo hits hard, so I'm just gonna lean. He beats Tafa pretty hand. I mean, I think someone gets finished under 1.5 all day.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree that for Tafa, it's either knockout or bust here. I think that if it goes past like literally maybe he looked a little bit better in his last fight, so I'll give him like 4 minutes. If he goes past 4 minutes, he's fucked. Um, and if he gets taken down early, I think he and doesn't pop right back up, I think he's fucked. Because I think that even though like Ewo has just shown like vicious power so far and like keeps finishing people, but he does have like I believe a judo background or something like that, like some type of grappling background that he like talks about, like and he's like, I never get to show it. I plan to show it or whatever, and it's like, what are you gonna do when you're fighting fucking Austin Lane? You gotta go chin him, you know? Um, so like I do think that like if things like if he has to mix it up for whatever reason, if Junior Tafa hits him with a fucking jab he doesn't like he can take him down and have his way probably, I would imagine, just because it's a Tafa brother, let's be real. But like I just do expect him to get the job done however he wants in round one.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. He's really exciting. Probably flatline Tafa. Let's go to the prelims, guys. What sticks out to you? It seems kind of like a short prelims actually, but or
There's a
some
lot
standouts.
of decent fights on this prelim. Like shout out Marcus McGee. Uh, coming off of a loss to Piotr Jan, the now champ. So it's like he's right in the mix. You know what I mean? Like he survived Piotr Jan and like even had some moments in that fight, even though he mostly got pieced up because like there's levels to this shit, and he is like 37. What he's been able to do as like a late to the party fighter in MMA like has been really great. Like he came in like really 35, 36. You know what I mean, already whooping ass, like just survived the champ. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shout outs to him. And I think he will handily get a win against John Yanis here. So I'm excited to see him back in there. I fuck with watching him fight.
Yeah, I fuck with McGee. You should win that. I think Buddy's short notice too. Like, I think he'll win that.
How about Snell versus Costa? Costa by far the biggest favorite on the card, minus 800 here.
Yeah, Schnell, he's going down, I think. This had a catch weight as well, which I just don't think will help with Schnell's, fragile chin. And I think Costa fights big, like he's fought bigger anyways. So I think Costa finds the punch. I think it's a decent matchup. I think Costa, Schnell's just been losing too much. I don't even know when he fought last, to be honest.
It says November 8th, 2025. So, like, end of last year. So, about 8 months ago.
He win? I
No,
think.
he lost to Joseph Morales.
Oh yeah, that's right. And okay, so he lost to Joseph Morales. At this point, I would expect Costa to win, especially at a catch weight. I think he'll just probably knock him out. Would be my guess.
Or club and sub, like, yeah. Some type of punch to a finish sequence, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The Levitt Brito fight, I think, is decent.
I like that fight stylistically just because like they're both kind of grapplers and like I like when two grapplers like get in there like because either way I like it both ways like when it's two grapplers and then they have like a shitty stand-up fight that's kind of funny to me and then like also like when they actually grapple that's what I really like to see like high level grapplers like getting to it um so like I hope that I do think that like even though Jordan Levitt has like he is like kind of weirdly strong, I think, for how he looks and like all like the optics and shit. But I do think that Brito has a little bit more like power and strength to his game. So I do expect him to like be able to like out muscle Jordan Levitt, even if like the skill and the grappling is kind of pretty decently close. So I do think he's gonna get the win, but like I'm excited to watch that fight, especially early.
It's a good fight. I like Levitt. I like him at featherweight. I think he made the right decision to move down. What are the odds on that? Okay, Rito's the favorite. Makes sense.
But it's like slight. It's like a close matchup. I feel like that's pretty how I see the fight. Because Jordan Levitt, he will grapple a fucker that you think he's gonna kill him, like sometimes.
True.
Yeah,
Anything else, guys?
that's mostly it. Like in terms of
I mean, Bruno Silva, Charez, all I'll say out of that fight, someone's going to sleep in the first round the way those two fight. So,
That's a sick fight.
all action, man. Little, I love when the little gnats get in there and fucking just get to it. The little guys, bro. Like I don't know if you guys have seen that shit on Instagram where it's like your average main event, like boring, and it's like the fucking your average flyweight fight on the prelims, and it's just like chaos, you know? Those little guys get after it.
I haven't, but that's good. I like that.
Why don't you guys give me a fight of the night performance and night predictions?
All right, I'm gonna go fight of the night. Santiago Luna versus Bryce Mitchell. And then performance of the night, hope probably Brendan Allen in terms of like I just do think that like he's gonna somehow finish Sebastian. But I'm hoping that Bonfim gets it because he does something spectacular against Bilal that shows me that he's leveled up. So that's what I want to happen.
I think fight of the night, the main event. I think Bilal Bonfim will be the fight of the night. I think it'll be close. Go all five. Finish of the night or performance. I'm going with Ziam. I think he can find the finish there against an impressive guy like Tom Nolan.
Hell yeah, I like that. What about you?
Uh, Performance, I'll go with Io or EU. Uh,
Yeah, he's gonna
I'll go with
probably.
they'll do a double, him and Bonfim. They give out more than one.